All right, music fans, welcome back. It is Dave, the Real Music Observer, observing real music in real time for real people just like you right there and just like me. All right, so taking a break from real music talk and talking about the drama, okay, of still the stuff, the fallout from that video I did, which I took down, about Steve Perry and about his whole mental state of mind and all that stuff. I had a licensed therapist who gave me the information, not his therapist again, okay? For the thousandth time. Oh, but you crossed a line. I mean, I still don't get how I crossed a line, all right? But I took the video down because I thought it was the right thing to do, because I had so-called friends who were just completely bonkers, even though they agreed with me about all this stuff that I was talking about prior. And because I crossed this line, like I did some HIPAA violation, or it was just getting out of hand, and I'm like, you know what? I don't need it. I had a couple people then say, oh, I'm glad you took it down. Then I had some other people say, why'd you take it down? It's, look, you're not in my shoes, number one. The Monday morning quarterbacks are just, they're everywhere. I'm getting a lot of messages over on Facebook. Hey, this is what you ought to do. I mean, look, if you want to give me a topic, I can look at and say, okay, this is a good topic. Maybe I should do a video. But if you're saying, I have a degree in management and I have a sales background, I have 20 years as a radio DJ, and I know some musicians. Look, so do I. All of that, management, sales, but more importantly, DJing, program directing, music directing, and lover of all things music, okay? That's why I do this channel. I call it real because I want to be real. I want to just convey the real thing to you. But, I crossed this line, and, I appreciate all the people that signed up for Patreon. But if you're going to leave a message on Patreon, you would think you'd leave a message that isn't similar to one that I would see on YouTube. It's kind of a so-so negative comment. And people say, well, you're just not taking constructive criticism. I took it. I got rid of the video, but then I have all these people, you really need to stick to your guns and just keep going. And here's the thing. The drama angle of this channel is really only going to be focused on the relationships and the band journey. That's really where the drama is going to be focused. There may be some other stuff that pops up outside of that via other news articles or things that happen, and I can dig into that stuff. I'd rather talk about the music part of everything, but occasionally a drama type topic will pop up. But the fact that everybody says, oh, you were just living off of Steve Perry. No, actually I wasn't living off of Steve Perry. The truth is, my Don Felder video, and you can go look it up if you want to, it's called The Eagles Still Have a Don Felder Problem, is at 179,000 views and climbing still. All right? That's my most popular video of all time. Second place is probably a Peter Cetera video. So this idea that only Steve Perry was making me money is false. The other issue is, since I've laid off of the Perry stuff, my YouTube videos, have been approved a lot faster. Meaning they get monetized, they don't get monetarily censored that quickly anymore, and if they do, it's a small quantity compared to what was happening before. Which, do I think that's a coincidence? No, I don't. I think something else was at work. Can I prove that? No, I can't. But here's the deal. I don't really care if I can prove it. I'm just happy. I'm happy. Now, am I getting as many views on the random topic videos that I throw out there versus just always talking about Steve Perry? Probably not. But if they're flagging my video after 100 views or something, and they're not approving it until it hits 2,000, then I've lost 1,800 views. So if that video even gets up to 2 or 3 or 4,000, it's not going to do any better than a video that starts at 0 and goes to like 1,500, and people are watching it, and the money is there. It's monetized. So it all kind of washes out. But what I've realized is I'm not sure who any of my friends are. If if you're a new person and you want to have a relationship like on Facebook and Twitter and so forth, fine, fine. Try to be positive. I would say that. Try not to always say, hey, I just watched your video again, and this is what you could have said, and this is what you should have said, and this is how I would have done it. What have I said in the past about all that? I've said, best thing you can do is start your own video channel. I told someone, start the Steve Perry channel. You're dumb not to. You're really dumb. I can't do it anymore, and I refuse to. I'm pretty much pledging to only talk about Steve Perry when there's actual music breaking news information. All right? Steve Perry sightings don't count. Speculation on the Steve Perry sighting doesn't count. Steve Perry's hangnail certainly doesn't count. And for those of you who, want to be sort of on the inside here, I got a lot of things to do. All right? I got a 4-year-old, just turned 4 with epilepsy. I'm married. I might be moving soon. There's a lot going on in my own life. I manage a household. I do other things, all right? I can't be omniscient, but here's what I can do. I can do these videos. I can provide a very mild source of entertainment, sometimes good, sometimes mediocre, sometimes just barely watchable, okay, like right now. But for the most part, this channel is going to be about music, and the drama aspect is, pretty much devoted to Journey and anything else that pops up that I think is worthy. I'm not going to create any fake Steve Perry drama. I'm really cringing just saying the guy's name at this point. Not because of him, but because of what I've went through. And I'm not doing it anymore. And if you want to donate on Patreon, that's great. $1 a month. If you want to make comments, though, on Patreon that are negative, you can do that over on YouTube and not pay the buck. You know what I mean? You can do that over on Facebook, and you don't pay for that. If you think because you're paying the buck, you're more or less going to run the channel, I'm sorry. That's not what Patreon is, so I can stay above the poverty line. That's what Patreon is about. Okay? I'm gonna delete negative comments if they're on Patreon, because people are gonna go over there and go, hey, I thought this was like friendly territory over here. I thought this was gonna be a nice friendly environment, and I've got all of these people saying all of these negative things. And if you think it's about me and thick skin and all this stuff, yeah, I think everybody in the world nobody I know thrives on negativity, all right? And Neil Sean, last summer, he blocked all these people, and I was one of them. And now I completely understand why he did what he did. Neil, why did you do this? Why are you being so mean to John Cain? Block. Sounds good to me. And, you can wear it as a badge of honor. Dave blocked me. It's a couple people already running around saying that. Dave blocked me. Look, I don't want to block anybody, but if you can't keep it positive, and you can't just have... This is supposed to be a fun channel, too. It's not supposed to be all, oh, I caused drama. Now I've got to fix the drama. I've got to get a hold of Dave and fix this. No. Go on with your life. These are not important videos, all right? Someone will splice that, and then, the guy from Australia, these are not important videos. See? And then somebody will send me a message at 2 o'clock in the morning. Dave, did you see what this guy just did to your video? Yes, I did, and I'm getting more publicity. So good. Remember, any publicity is good publicity, even if it's negative. All right, so that's it for this video. It was a Seinfeld video, basically a video about nothing. Enjoy. I'll be back with some real music information eventually, so stay tuned for that. Talk to you then.